you're back from the honeymoon, right? And it's all butterflies and lovey-dovey, and there's nothing and no one else in the world. And then, bam, there's work, there's chores, there's responsibilities, and then you find yourself trapped but in what seems like the rat race, and you're like, okay, what's the point? All you seem to be doing, finding yourself doing, is going to work, watching a movie here and there, but basically you're just working, going through a mundane routine of life, and you're asking yourself, how did I get here? I mean, I remember when I reached that point and I was like, wow, this is so depressing. But then you reach the point where you're like, you know what, I am not going to accept this. I'm not going to accept this for my life. I am not going to accept this for my marriage. And that means you have to be creative. Creative about your time and your space. I remember for me, my baby was born 3 weeks before my anniversary, and I was like, my husband usually goes all out, and then he's like, well, we're home this time, you know, thinking, well, that'll be all, you know, we're just home taking care of this baby. But then I said, you know what, I will be creative. So together with the help of some friends, I had a full-fledged restaurant buffet before him, appetizers, main course, dessert, drinks, everything. And I mean, it's possible. I mean, for those of you with older kids, you could get a babysitter every now and then, have a date night once a month. It doesn't have to be overly rigid. I know there are emergencies in life, right? And postpone, yes, but not till next month. Make it postpone till next week, the next day, some other time, you know. And when there are emergencies, like for extended periods of time, or when you need to pause for extended periods of time, make it be just that, a pause. There is an exam, a child is sick, pause on it. But don't forget it altogether, because if you keep postponing and postponing, then it's so easy to just slip back into the mundane routine of life. After all that has been said and done, dating once a month is just the icing on the cake. You need to stay connected. How do you stay connected? I want to suggest 15 minutes before you go to bed, 20 minutes if you have the time. Just connect, talk about the day. How was your day? I mean, I don't mean to sound sexist, but women, this is not the time to complain about, you know, about your husband. Use this opportunity to just relax, unwind, update about what is going on in each other's lives. Yes, you may have challenges that you want to talk about, but space it out, not every day, right? You know, once every 3 days or so, and you will see this will go a long way. Even when you do talk casually during the day, end the conversation with, I love you. Some sort of compliment that you can pay to each other, just to keep that love bubbling, to keep that connection. And I mean, for those of you, you know, your husband or your spouse, maybe we can shift, you know, and it's unpredictable, you can't always call or text, you know, then, I don't know, send a mail, something, do something. Don't just throw your hands up, you know. And to end it off, you know, this whole issue of connecting reminds me of what we say in 2015. You know, you have an app, and every now and then it updates, and you're current, and it works well. It's the same thing in marriage. You need to keep updating that marriage app, updating your knowledge of each other, because then you just end up being roommates, strangers living in the same house. So stay connected, update that app.